Kia ora everybody, it is Robett. Today's question is, how do you merge a personal brand with a business brand? This is a little bit tricky. It's very difficult if you're a one-man band or one-woman band that has a business and then a personal brand that you're trying to grow on the outside. Most of the time, if you're doing that, usually you'll be an individual representing the business, but then you being the voice of that business, opposed to necessarily you being a personal brand with the personal page and then having a business page for that as well. If you're playing the public game on that side, it's very easy to run both when one is a voice of a business and one is a voice of a person. I think it would be more smarter to, when you're actually kicking off and starting this game in business, if you are literally running a business first, I would just keep it at the business, but you be the voice of the business. So there's a shorter link and direct correlation between the stuff that's coming out from the business and what it does. Now you can have the tone and curation, because then you can be a bit more personal. You can show some faces behind the scenes, a whole bunch of that type of stuff. That's actually really important if you're a smaller type business. If you get bigger and then you're leading into it as well, that's when the structure and the strategy actually might change just a little bit, because what you have is you'll have a stronger personal brand that's linking to one business. The majority of the time, my personal stuff goes to a lot of different places, so I don't necessarily align to this is exactly the one thing I'm doing because I have my fingers in a lot of pies. I think you would be better suited if you were kicking out to keep it as if you're a one or two man band or woman band that has a business. I don't think you'd potentially need a personal brand for your own self that's getting put out there, because it really is you representing your business. I think there's more upside in having the business have a nice strong voice with your voice that people know, than trying to say, hey, follow my business page here, and then follow my personal page here, but then all that happens is the content's almost the same. So when you get bigger, or if you as an individual is doing something where the brand needs to be around you, then I'd go down that approach and you either work for someone or plug it into that thing if you've got a team to then go to, because then it's like your opinion going into the business to add value. But if you're smaller to start with, I don't think necessarily it's the right play to have a personal name brand page for you as an individual and then a business page if it's just you and your little photography thing. No, I think it's just your business, and then you're the driver behind that. You're the tone, you control you are the author of that messaging, you're controlling all of it and showing behind the scenes as well. So, and there's also less friction and touch point to be able to, for people on the outside to be able to actually see that business as well. So think about, do you want to have an additional stage in the middle for people to get to you, to the product, or do you want to go straight to it if you can just simplify? Simple is better, keep it simple, Sally. Or stupid, or whatever else you want to do. That is my 2 cents on that one. If you think, or you've got a question that you think I could ask that help add some value, feel free to do so. Hit the link, it goes up, do all the stuff. I get it. More than happy to add value and answer back whenever I can. So have a good day, team. Peace.